Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're wanting to move to St. Petersburg, Florida, but you want to keep it budget friendly, you are definitely in the right place. In today's video, we're going to talk about some of the more affordable neighborhoods and areas to focus on if you want to move to the Sunshine City, but don't have $1 million housing budget. If this is the first time that we've met, welcome. My name is Jeffrey Clarke. I'm the broker owner for Clarke Realty, a top producing agency here in St. Petersburg, Florida, where last year we closed in the top 2% of our market. So this is what we do day in and day out, helping people move to and from the wonderful city of St. Petersburg. And in this video, my goal is to provide you with value and information to help you make the decision of where you should live when you move to St. Petersburg. Let's get started. So we are popping over into the map view here. And just first off, let me give you an overview of St. Petersburg. And St. Petersburg is a beautiful city on the west coast of Florida. You can see us right there. Here's Tampa. You guys probably know about Tampa. And then here's the Bay. St. Petersburg is known for its laid back lifestyle, kind of relaxed, beachy vibe, being very walkable, dog friendly, most museums per capita, a lot of great things to say about St. Petersburg. But one thing that often comes up for people looking to move here who don't have multi-million-dollar budgets is, well, where is there for me to live? And I think a lot of the content that people make when they're promoting St. Petersburg focuses on the more luxury areas. But in today's video, we're going to do a little bit of a departure from that, show you some amazing places to live that are still budget friendly for you. And the first up on that list is going to be here in Pinellas Park. So let's zoom into Pinellas Park real quick. So most of these neighborhoods that I'm going to be talking about are about 15 to 20 minutes from downtown St. Petersburg and the beaches. Pinellas Park is really well known for its central location and affordability. It offers kind of a mix of suburban living with easy access to both St. Petersburg as well as Clearwater, and then, obviously, like we said, the beaches over here. When you're looking in Pinellas Park, you can expect the median home price to be somewhere in the ballpark of the mid to high 300,000s, making it a lot more affordable than some of these homes we've talked about before that are really close to downtown, but you're still very well located. So here in Pinellas Park, this street that you're seeing here is 34th Street North, and then this street is Park Boulevard. Both of these have a ton of restaurants, grocery shopping, Publix, Starbucks, things like that. So you're never far from anything when you're in Pinellas Park. You're just a 15-minute drive from downtown. And if the trade-off for that is $700,000 difference in purchase price, that's definitely favorable for some people. Most of the homes in this Pinellas Park area are single family, and something to note is that living in this area puts you in evacuation zone D, meaning the chances of flooding are very slim. During the storms that happened at the end of 2024, basically no homes here experienced any flooding. The worst of it was, if you had an old roof, maybe you lost some shingles because of the wind or your fencing got torn down. But if that was the worst of it, then that's pretty good. This area is great for anybody. It's got a ton of parks, shopping centers, and restaurants, so you're never too far from anything that you would use on a day-to-day basis. Zooming in a bit here in Pinellas Park, you can see England Brothers Park. This is just one of the many parks that are available here. And if you love community events, you'll really enjoy the annual Country in the Park Festival, which has some live entertainment and just a lot of festivities that takes place at this park. Also, a personal favorite of mine while we're here, this MD Oriental Market is really a fun place for me and my girlfriend to go shop at. We like to go get, just miscellaneous snacks that are, from Asia. And it's just fun. It's just like a fun thing to do. Just a little aside for those of you considering Pinellas Park, or even if not, it might be worth the drive. Zooming back out, the second part that we're going to focus on here is Kenneth City, which is over in this region of the peninsula. Let me zoom out a little bit so you guys get some context. Kind of smack dab in the middle of the peninsula. And this is kind of a small town within Pinellas County. It offers a more peaceful suburban atmosphere, really strong sense of community. And Kenneth City is pretty unique because it's its own incorporated town, meaning it's not technically St. Petersburg, even if, casually people who live here still consider it St. Pete. And one of the reasons that may matter to you is St. Petersburg has pretty strict rules when it comes to short-term rentals, where you cannot do short-term rentals more than twice a year. Everything else has to be 30 days or more. Now, there's definitely people breaking that rule, but, I don't recommend that. But in Kenneth City, those rules do not exist. So if you're looking to buy something where maybe later you're going to move out and turn it into a short-term rental, Kenneth City is a really good spot for you because it is still close to all the amazing things that are in downtown St. Pete, or just a short drive from the pier, as well as the beaches. But short-term rentals are allowed, meaning maybe you could make a little bit more rental income in the event that you ever move out in the future. The median home price here in Kenneth City, similar to Pinellas Park, is in the mid to high threes. You can definitely find stuff for a little less than that, as well as a little bit more than that, depending on what you're looking for. But mostly single family homes, a lot going on here. And again, just very close to a lot of restaurants, shopping, as well as the Tyrone Mall. This area is really perfect for people who kind of want a quiet residential feel, not being too far from anything, and don't want to break the bank when it comes to buying a home. Okay, let's zoom out, and now let's talk about Lealman. And so here's Pinellas Park that we talked about first, here's Kenneth City, and here's Lealman, all smack dab in the center of the peninsula, all flood zone X, meaning no flood insurance required. And Lealman, similar to Kenneth City and Pinellas Park, is just kind of a cute, quiet residential area with a lot of single family homes that are a little bit more affordable while still being pretty close to everything. Lealman is undergoing a ton of redevelopment, so home prices are definitely on the rise here. There stands to be maybe a lot of appreciation coming up in the future, just because like as we talk about these more affordable areas, you can imagine that for the average family, buying in the multi-million-dollar price point is not a reality. So where do they go? Well, they go over here into Lealman, Kenneth City, and Pinellas Park, and we are still seeing a quite high net migration here, meaning a lot more and more people are moving here. And so these areas really stand to benefit from a lot of appreciation in the coming years. In Lealman, you're gonna find a mix of older homes as well as some newly developed new construction properties. And one nice thing about this is its proximity to 34th, which we talked on a little bit earlier, where there's gonna be a lot of shopping, restaurants, and things like that available. And then 34th turns into 19, as you can see here. And that's basically the major roadway to take you up into the Clearwater area. Also really close to 275 if you wanna pop over to Tampa, makes that really easy. There's a really good centrally located place to live. Very close as well, as you can see, to Sawgrass Lake Park, which is one of the most beautiful parks in the city. Really pretty, you can go out there, see alligators, see birds, just kind of take in the wildlife. It's something really nice that a lot of local residents enjoy. Also, something really interesting about Lealman is over here, there's something called Raymond H. Neary Community Park. And this is currently undergoing a multi-million-dollar renovation from the city. The goal being to make it very similar to Crescent Lake Park, which is in a more expensive neighborhood in St. Petersburg. Down here, let's zoom out real quick. Over here by Crescent Lake. So again, I want to say that this development is projected to cost the city somewhere in the ballpark of $8 to $10 million. So it is not a small redevelopment by any means. And they want to create a lot more trails, some pickleball courts, basketball courts, and just a really beautiful walking area. Currently, you can walk about a third of the projected route before it cuts off for the development. So right now it's not accessible, but when this is done towards the end of 2026, it's going to be beautiful and just continue to help these homes appreciate in value, become a more desirable area, which I think will put upward pressure on prices. But in the meantime, it's still very affordable, with the median home in Lealman also being in that mid 300,000 range. There's also a lot of community events that happen in Lealman, like the Honey and Arts Festival, which happens annually, and the Lealman Farmers Market, which is October through May on the 4th Sunday of each month. Just something for local residents here to be able to enjoy in short proximity. Zooming out, let's now go up here on the east side of 275 and focus on Meadowlawn. Meadowlawn is also a really amazing neighborhood, close to parks. Here's Sawgrass Lake Park. There's also Fossil Park over here that's very nice, that a lot of people enjoy. That's right here. And Meadowlawn is a fantastic choice if you're looking for a suburban neighborhood with a little bit more space while still being in the heart of St. Pete. The median home price here is about in that same ballpark of the mid to high threes, but there's definitely some options here that can push north of 500,000 if you're looking for something that's a little bit newer, larger, or more recently renovated. Meadowlawn offers larger homes, quiet streets, and easy access to some of the major highways, as well as MLK and 4th, which has a lot of shopping and dining options, as well as pretty straight shot down to downtown St. Petersburg. It's maybe a 12 to 15 minute drive depending on traffic. It's known for its great parks like Fossil Park that we talked about before, which has some sports fields, a recreation center, and a pool. And it's also close to the Sawgrass Lake Park, which I know we touched on, but maybe let me elaborate on what makes Sawgrass Lake Park a little bit more unique. It's basically a swamp park, and it's got a mile-long walkable loop where you can just go in and explore, and it's a way to really feel connected with nature. Like when you're in Sawgrass Lake Park, you feel like you're in early Florida, and it really is just a sight to behold. The one complaint I have about it is not dog friendly because of the gators, which is probably better, but you know, I'd still like if I could bring my little dog Lily with me anytime I go here. But otherwise, still a beautiful park. It's really nice to be in close proximity to there. And overall, just a really nice place to live, not too far from anything, and still relatively affordable. So there you have it, 4 of the more affordable areas to live in St. Petersburg, Florida. Don't feel like the only way you can live in this wonderful city is if you have millions of dollars. It's not the case. You can find a beautiful, safe, lovely home with close access to shopping, restaurants, parks, and just a short drive from beaches in downtown without breaking the bank. And I highly encourage you, if you have any questions at all, like I said, we are a top performing team here in St. Petersburg, Florida. We've helped hundreds of families buy, sell, and invest in real estate, and we would love to be of service to you. If you have any questions at all, just reach out to us at the information below. Comment below some other video topics that you'd like us to cover in the future. Make sure you like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell. Any of those, and comment, all help the algorithm, help our message get out, and help make, happy neighbors here in St. Petersburg, Florida. So I appreciate it. I'll see you in the next video.